Children, in the previous class, I had explained to you about what other things, new things, which was introduced by Alauddin Khilji, to maintain the administrative process, what all things he did. He came up with, a new department, which he called as Diwane Riyasat. All right, this department was for what? It was meant for controlling all the market
Market.
activities. All right, and we kept one officer in charge in this in this market, whom they called as Shahanai Mandi. All right, and there were intelligence officers also who were called as Barits,
Barits.
and secret spies he had kept it in overall in the entire market. They were called as Munhians. All right, so along with this, there were various other administrative measures which he brought up in his during his rule. Now we will see more about art and architecture. So what did Alauddin do? Alauddin patronized art and art and learning. He built, underline this, he built the Alai Darwaza, which is the gateway to Qutub Minar. Please underline, he built Alai Darwaza. Who is he over here? It is Alauddin. Alauddin built Alai Darwaza, which is the pathway to Qutub Minar. Who constructed Qutub Minar? Yes. Next page. All right. So now we will study more about Alauddin Khilji. Okay. So now Amir Khusro, the great poet, was part of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, there are two. Let me admit these two students. Okay, done. Amir Khusro, underline this. This you will get for fill in the blanks. Dash, the great poet, was part of the court of Alauddin Khilji. All right. Now, Alauddin, what did he do during his rule? See, during his rule, he disregarded the position of the ulamas. Who are ulamas? Ulamas are the guardians of Islam. Okay. They are the ones who, guide people to follow various Islamic rules. So, during his rule, what did Alauddin do? He did not give that much of power and position which the ulama actually deserved. Okay, and any refuted power independent of the state from guiding state policies. His measures and policies were effective during his lifetime. So till the time he was alive, he made sure that neither the ulmas are going to interfere in his rule, nor the other independent power are going to interfere in his rule. So till the time he was alive, it was only he who had come up with various policies and various effective measures, and made sure that everybody followed his policies and his rules. He died of fever in the year 1316. All right. So now when Alauddin died, let's see who becomes the next ruler. So as when Alauddin died, he had his trusted general. Okay, his trusted general's name was Malik Kafur, was to ascend the throne, but he was also killed. So Alauddin's trusted person, okay, whom he had appointed to become the next, to take up the next throne after he died, was the person who was supposed to take up the throne, but he died. Thus, Alauddin was succeeded by Mubarak Shah and Khusro Shah. He was in turn murdered by Ghazi Malik, who assumed the name of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq on ascending the throne in the year 1320. Okay, I had not asked to underline anyways, if you have underlined, because that was not important. What is important was that after Alauddin, it was succeeded by Mubarak Shah and Khusro Shah. That is important. You were supposed to underline this. You underlined the wrong one. All right. And then when he was murdered, then after them, who took up? The person named Ghazi Malik, he took up the
Ghazi Malik,
throne.
ma'am.
Okay, so as soon as he became the ruler, as soon as he became the king, he changed his name from Ghazi Malik to Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Why
important.
did he change his name?
See, most of the people, even in, they have two different names. You must also be having some name
Yes, ma'am.
which your parents call, right? So maybe officially as a king, he didn't want that name, all right? So because you'll come to know more about this in the next chapter, why he actually changed his name. Because the word Tughlaq has been added over here. And he was the one who was the founder of the Tughlaq dynasty. Okay, so that's the reason he changed the name and added Tughlaq also in front of his name. Okay, have you all understood till here? Let's go on to the next page. Next page. Okay.
Do we have to study the architectures of
Then, ma'am.
made by Alauddin, the
Yes,
CD4
yes,
housing?
yes, yes. You have to study whatever is given in the text. Let's do post book question and answers. That's the reason I wanted. Who founded the Khilji dynasty? What is the origin of the Khiljis? So the Khilji dynasty was found by whom? Who was the founder?
Jalaluddin Khilji.
Very good. It was Jalaluddin Khilji. And what is the origin of the Khilji? So you remember the name Khilji? They got it from it was named after a village.
Village in Afghanistan.
So Jalaluddin Khilji had taken up, he was the founder of Khilji dynasty. How he became the founder? He overthrew the successors of the Balban and he took up the throne in Delhi. Which two Rajput territories did Jalaluddin conquer? Which were the two Rajput? Ranthambore and Mandawar. Okay. Fill in the graphic organizer with details about Jalaluddin Khilji. Scroll down. Okay. Now, death, Mongols, and conquest. So you have to just tell about the in this graphic organizer. You have to fill the details about Jalaluddin Khilji. How did Jalaluddin Khilji died? Who will tell me? Who murdered him?
He was murdered by his nephew and son-in-law Alauddin Khilji.
Son-in-law was also his nephew. Remember? Okay, so he was murdered by his nephew and his son-in-law Alauddin Khilji. And after murdering him, what did he do? Did he
He blinded all
Blinded
sons and
sons and grandsons of
Jalaluddin.
Jalaluddin.
That's true. He blinded all sons and grandsons. That's very true. But what did he do after killing Jalaluddin?
Ma'am, he carried Jalaluddin's head and roam around the entire kingdom. So
Yes.
everyone should be scared of him.
Yes, yes. Okay. Mongols, what did he, what about the Mongols during his rule? During the rule of Jalaluddin, what about the Mongols? What did they do?
He reached the banks of Indus and met his adversary. He defeated the advanced guard of Mongol forces.
Why he first you have to tell them why he reached the bank. Why did he reach the bank? What was the reason?
Because the Mongols under the leadership of Abdullah attacked Punjab.
Yes, therefore he immediately, instead of sitting, he immediately went to meet the enemies at the banks, isn't it? And then what did he do after reaching there?
He defeated the advance guard, and after that, peace was agreed on both the sides.
Yes, after that, peace was agreed upon. Okay, what about his conquests? What about his conquest? Were he able to expand his territory? Which,
yes, ma'am.
where? Which region?
In 1290, he invaded in Ranthambore.
Okay, 1290 he invaded Ranthambore.
And in 1292,
he captured Mandawar from the Rajputs.
Yes, very good.
And then in 1294, his nephew Alauddin raided Devagari in the south and defeated Ramchandra Yadav, the ruler.
Yes, Ramchandra Yadav, who was the ruler. So these were all the conquests. All right. These
Ma'am, but
sentences are as it is given in your textbooks. Okay. So please underline even in your textbook. You will remember from where those that answer is being taken up. Can you scroll down? Next. Based on your understanding of Jalaluddin, ascertain at least 2-3 qualities of a good leader. What do you think a good leader should have? See, we all saw about Jalaluddin. He became the ruler in the age of 70 years. He was very kind. He was, the one who always made sure that his territory is protected instead of, focusing on expanding his territory. Isn't it? What do you think? What qualities a leader should have as based upon Jalaluddin's understanding?
Jalaluddin was weak
ruler.
because he did not expand his territory and only keep being protective. So
Okay.
he should be he
Yes.
should do both, ma'am, actually.
Okay.
Ma'am, he was a very generous person and he was against violence.
Yes.
He
Yes.
was peaceful and
Yes.
mild-minded.
Okay. Okay. He was kind. All right. So, what else? Anybody who would like to share anything else? Okay. Fine. That means you all give all his attributes. Next, fill in. Next is read the following story and prepare. Okay. Next is fill with the details of Alauddin conquests for each of the following years. Okay. Now we are not talking about Jalaluddin. We are talking about Alauddin. Now, if we compare Jalaluddin with Alauddin Khilji, who was able to expand the territory more?
Alauddin.
Alauddin.
Alauddin Khilji, right? Because you remember he had an aim to expand his or establish his own empire, and for that purpose he focused on strengthening his army, isn't it? Do you all remember? So now let us see how and how did Alauddin expanded his territory. What did he do in the year 1297?
In the year 1297, Alauddin was attracted by the wealth in Gujarat and therefore sent an expedition.
Yes. Okay. So see the way he continuously, started expanding his territory right from the year 1297. 1297, he was attracted towards the Gujarat
temple.
wealth, and therefore he plundered the Gujarat temple also. All right, which is the Somnath temple. In 1299, what did he do?
He returned to Delhi on his
When
way.
they were
He conquered Jaisalmer.
Jaisalmer.
Very good. And he conquered Jaisalmer. In the year 1301, what did he do? Which
He captured
He captured the fort of Ranthambore.
Very good. He captured the fort of Ranthambore.
And
Okay.
the army was led by Rana. They helped Rana
Rana
Hamir Deva, yes. And he had appointed 2 people to capture the fort, right? Who were the
Yes,
2
ma'am.
people?
Khan and
Nusrat
Khan
Khan.
and
But Nusrat Khan had
Khan.
killed, so the plan was abandoned. And then in 1301, Alauddin captured the fort.
He himself plundered that particular fort, right? He himself conquered that fort, isn't it? After Nusrat Khan died. Very good. In the year 1305, what did he do?
In 1305, Alauddin sent his general to attack Malwa.
Okay, very good. To attack Malwa. And what
he
else?
defeated the ruler and captured the fort of Mandu.
Yes, he also captured the fort of Chittoor in Mewar. Very good. He attacked Malwa. And what else?
Ujjain, Dhar, Chennai
in
Ujjain,
this
Dhar,
fort
Siwana,
Cheri,
Jalor,
Malwa,
Bundi,
Siwana,
Mandor, and
Jalor,
Tong.
Bundi, Mandor.
and Tong. Okay. So these were all the places, which he went on capturing and expanding his territories. What did he do in the year 1307?
In the year 1307, Alauddin sent Malik Kafur to the south. He attacked Ramchandra Yadav, the ruler of Devagiri.
Yes. Okay, so this is very important. He had sent Malik Kafur to the south, and what did he do? He invaded Ramchandra Yadav. Who was he? He was the ruler of Devagiri. All right. So name the areas that were conquered by Alauddin in Deccan. Which areas Alauddin conquered in the Deccan region, children?
Devagiri,
Yes.
Ityas of Mysore,
Hmm.
Kata, Ityas of Warangal,
Dwara
and
Samudra.
Yes, yes.
Rameshwaram,
And
Mysore,
Mysore. Okay.
Rameshwaram.
Yeah. Also in the south, Madurai and Rameshwaram. All right. So what strategies did Alauddin use to prevent the Mongol attack? See, we all know that he not only focused on expanding in his enemies, but he also focused on protecting his territory also. So what things did he do to protect his territory from the Mongols attack?
He built
Ma'am,
new
he
forts and
maintained a
repaired
new
huge
old
forts and
standing
ones, which
repaired
he
the
army.
old
assigned to
ones.
capable and
First
efficient
point,
fort.
he built new forts and he repaired the old ones. Second
He,
point,
he
Maintained
Maintained
a
a
maintained
huge
a
huge
huge
standing
standing
army,
army.
army.
meaning his army
yes,
was ever ready.
ever ready and very ever alert for the war, isn't it? So he maintained a standing army. What else did he do to protect the
Tortured the
So
defeated
tortured
Mongol
and
leaders by
defeated Mongol
trampling them
leaders
under
by
the feet of
trampling
elephants.
under the feet of
Yes.
elephants.
He tortured the defeated Mongol leaders. Okay, whichever Mongol leaders he got, defeated them, he tortured them. How did he torture? By
By
trampling
trampling
these
them
leaders
under the
under
feet of elephants.
elephant. Yes, elephant's feet. And what else he do?
Massacred
Massacred and
and
killed
killed
any
any
Mongol who had
Mongol who had
settled
Killed
entered
in
the
Delhi
any
country
before his
before his
reign.
reign.
Yes. So he did not even prevent the Mongols entering his territories, but whichever Mongols were there before he became the king, he made sure that he removed them also. He killed them as well. Okay. So neither in his territory nor from outside, the Mongols were not there. Okay. Next is, what were Dag and Chehra? What does Dag mean? What is Dag?
Dag was
Recording of
branding of
horses.
horses and Chehra was
Recording
recording
of
of
soldiers.
soldiers.
Okay, why did he maintain this? Why did he brought
So
these
that
two things?
This was done to keep
turned to
account and
keep
track
account
of the
and track
size
of
and
And
strength
to
of
keep
his
avoid
track
fake
army
and to
and
registration.
avoid
avoid
any
fake.
fake registration.
Fake registration among the soldiers. Okay, to keep a track of the strength and the size of his army and to avoid any fake registration among the soldiers. Okay, that's the reason he had introduced these two things. Now let's give reason. Alauddin attacked Ramchandra Yadav, the ruler of Devagiri. Why did he attack Ramchandra Yadav? See, this
Due to the
question
He
has
delay in
attacked
sending
because
He
the
due to
invaded
the
annual
delay
tribute.
in the
Ramchandra
sending
Yadav, the ruler of
of
Devagiri,
tribute.
in 1307 due to
The
he didn't pay the
annual
didn't pay
tribute.
the annual
he did
tribute.
not send the annual tribute to him. That's the reason he killed. Okay. Next, Alauddin did not annex the territories he conquered in Deccan. Why? Give reason. Why Alauddin did not annex the territories he conquered in Deccan? What was the
Because
reason?
Alauddin
the
realized the folly and challenges of controlling these territories from Delhi in the north. The idea was to amass wealth rather than annex territory. He used the money and wealth that he amassed to keep a huge army. Hence, he made these rulers his feudatories and they kept sending him annual tributes.
Yes. So this is very important because see, this point is being carried out even in the next chapter. Why? See, if you will see here in Alauddin's case as a ruler, Alauddin, Delhi is in the north, right? And capital was also in Delhi and he is ruling from Delhi. So whatever southern territories which he had expanded, what did he do? He appointed feudatories over there so that they could send the annual tributes to him from there, right? But then in the next chapter, you will see the ruler did a mistake. Okay, how Alauddin is doing the administration? It is going on perfectly. Now the next ruler which is there in the next dynasty, you will find that he makes a mistake. All right, we will learn more about what mistake he does, because now see, we all know the territory has expanded right from Delhi till the south. It is difficult to be in Delhi and control or do the administration till south. All right, understood, children? We'll do that in the next class. You'll understand what was the mistake which was done by the next king. Okay, but then Alauddin was quite capable in handling and doing the administration of all the expanded territories. Now there was a standing in army during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. Why do you think Alauddin had maintained a standing army?
Alauddin was the
In
first
Case
Delhi
of Mongol invasions.
Ma'am, so that
Just for
To
the
check and
so
counter
that
any
if
Mongol
check
attack
and
So
counter
that
any
if-
Mongol attack
and
as
the
well
power
as
of the
the power
nobles.
of
so
nobles.
that if any
Very
The
invasion
nobles were no
happens, so
longer
avoid the
required to
Mongol
maintain
he will
attack.
be
And
armies
what
ready.
else?
so them to stand as defenders on them.
And what else to
Ma'am,
avoid
where
the
is
Mongol
this
attack? And
answer?
what else?
The
Ma'am,
soldiers
as well as to curb the power
they
of the
were
nobles.
paid.
Yes, to curb the power of the nobles, because you know now that nobles and the officers also had power, right? He did not wanted the nobles and officers to interfere in his rule, whatever rules he is making, right? That's the reason. Now, would you say that Alauddin was an able and efficient military leader? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am, because he expanded his territory and
And he
also
was
managed it
efficient.
One
in a
minute,
good way.
see the answer given here. The question is, would you say that that Alauddin Khilji was an able, efficient military leader? The answer is yes. Alauddin was an able and efficient leader, and then giving the answer. So even in your answer scripts, make sure that you all write the first sentence. Do not just start with giving justifications. Okay. So if you say yes, now give justification. Why do you say yes? Why do you think
Ma'am,
he
because he conquered many territories and also managed it in a very good way.
very good? He was able to expand the his territories. He was able to do the administration properly. And what else? Just expanding an administration?
Ma'am, he made new laws.
Yes, he brought up new reforms in military and administrative systems. Right, that's very correct. All right, so got it? Got this, everyone? Next is, which ambitious ruler does Alauddin remind you of and why? Looking at Alauddin and the way he controlled his military, the way he controlled his market, the way he controlled the administration system, the way he, expanded his territories, which ruler you're
Prithviraj.
reminded of? Which
It is
ruler was
Prithviraj
as
Chauhan.
capable as, yes?
Ma'am, Balban.
You think it was
Prithviraj
Balban?
Chauhan.
But then Balban had very, evil things. He did not take up
Ma'am, but
sincerely.
Alauddin was also evil.
He
Ma'am.
was
He
very
But he
did this.
was,
problematic.
but he was
See,
Rulers
Balban
Good
like
at
Mussolini.
administration.
Rulers like Mussolini.
okay, which country Mussolini belonged to? If you're saying
Ma'am,
Mussolini,
who is Mussolini?
yeah, that's why I asked Yash. Let me
Yes.
know. Na? He said he's just referring to the PDF and giving answer. Okay, I think everybody is aware about Hitler, right?
Prithviraj.
No, ma'am. I
yes,
don't know.
Yes.
ma'am, a little bit.
Okay, y'all are
Ma'am, I
not
don't
aware
know who
about it.
is.
Which country Hitler belonged to?
Ma'am, I think England.
No, Hitler.
Ma'am,
Yes,
country on planet Earth.
Ma'am, Germany.
very good, very
Ma'am,
good. Hitler,
Germany.
Germany, very good. And
Germany.
Mussolini,
Any country on planet Earth.
Italy. He belonged to Italy. Okay.
Ma'am, Simran
These
Sansar.
were the capable leaders, because Hitler also had plans, as you know, before executing or implementing any plan, he made sure that the plan was very very perfect. All right. And whenever he made sure that he just not made plans, he implemented also those plans. But now, whatever we have learned about Alauddin Khilji in this particular specific class, in the next class, when we'll start with next dynasty, you will understand the leader. Again, there's the leader who takes up after Alauddin is an incapable leader. Now, after that, again, you will have to see why he was incapable as compared to Alauddin. As we can see, if I ask you to compare Alauddin with Jalaluddin, will you be able to compare?
Yes.
Very easily. What is the difference? What do you think? What is the difference between Jalaluddin and Alauddin Khilji?
Jalaluddin
Alauddin
only
was a
focused.
very generous leader
And
and
noble person. And Alauddin
Okay.
was autocratic person.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Alauddin always wanted to expand his territory while Jalaluddin only protected his territory.
Yes. This was the major difference. And as compared to the administrative, military
Ma'am, me,
reforms,
can I?
there
Their
was
age
Ma'am,
also.
can
Ma'am,
I?
Alauddin, he decreased the power of the administratives, and
the
Jalaluddin
nobles.
kept the power of administratives.
Yes. That is true. That is true. Yes, Mystery, you also wanted to say something?
Ma'am, I wanted to say the same thing.
Same answer. Okay,
Yes,
good. So, what according to Alauddin were the reasons for rebellion? Why? See, you remember this particular sentence is given right in the beginning of the chapter. There were 4 reasons given, and I remember I had asked you to underline.
yes, ma'am.
The Delhi Sultan's neglect
The
of
Sultan's neglect of his empire,
drinking of
Yes,
wine,
first is
unity
number
of
one.
nobles,
Number 1, Sultan's neglect of his empire. Number 2,
drinking
drinking
of
of
wine,
wine,
very good. Number 3,
unity
unity
of
of the
nobles,
nobles,
and number 4.
Wealth of
wealth of the
subjects.
wealth of
subjects.
subjects.
Yes, this sentence is given as it is in your textbook, and I remember I had
Ma'am,
asked you
all
to
the answers
underline.
are as it is in the textbook.
Yes.
74.
All right. What did Alauddin Khilji do to curb the growing power of the nobles? We all know that Alauddin Khilji tried to, curb the powers of these nobles. And why? First, tell me why he wanted to curb the nobles' power. Why he
Ma'am,
didn't
because
want?
Because
he thought
They
they
unity
were
were
by
of
the nobles as
nobles
a
was
threat.
Yes, he considered them as a threat. Why? Why he thought that they would be threat?
ma'am because
Ma'am, because
They
they
keep
just
had
like
power
interrupting in
to
every
change the
decision.
sultan.
Yes. Now you all know that he didn't want the nobles. So what things did he do to curb their powers?
ma'am he
He
did not
forbade
allow
the
He
them to meet
nobles
forbade
each
from
other.
visiting
the
or
nobles
meeting
from
one
visiting
another.
or meeting
Yes.
one
ma'am,
There
there were
were
no matrimonial
alliances between them
alliances.
as well.
Among them, very good. See, he did not allow them to.
Ma'am, he didn't allow them to interact with each other.
Ma'am, he
Correct.
kept
He
spies on them.
Okay, one by one we'll do. So point number 1, he did not allow them to meet. He did not allow them to have any matrimonial alliances. What else did he
He
do?
stopped them
He
from
told them,
taking taxes from farmers.
Yes, he stopped them from taking taxes from the farmers, and he established a system.
He
What
established an
Espionage
efficient
system.
espionage system,
what
Ma'am,
is
so
that
their
setting spies
spies.
system?
to keep
Setting
a
spies to
check on
keep
the
a check on the
nobles,
nobles.
Yes, he is
so
setting up
nobles
the
wouldn't
spies
betray us.
so that to keep a check on the nobles. All right, got it. And what else did he do apart from taking away the lands which were given to them? What else did
Ma'am,
he
he
do?
Gambling was also
confiscated all
banned.
land grant.
Yeah, he took away
prohibited the
all
use
the
of
land grants which were given to these nobles. And then what else he do? He in fact imposed taxes on the farmers. Whichever taxes were imposed on the farmers, he prohibited that also. That means their source of income was targeted, isn't it? What was their source of income? Whatever the revenue taxes they used to collect from the farmers.
Farmers.
Got it? All right, next. Okay.
Now it's a
Go
crossword.
ahead. Go ahead. All right. Now I'll just explain you these questions. That is session 4, children. This is very important. I'll not do the crossword because I want you all to do it first and then we will discuss in class. Okay, so you all try first on your own and then we will discuss in class. Now, session 4, in this you have all application based questions. That means over here you have to give your opinion and you have to justify also whatever opinion you are giving. So first question over here is, Alauddin Khilji was an able and successful ruler. Do you agree with this statement? And if you say, yes, I agree with this statement, you have to justify your answers. Here, all the answers may vary, not necessary that, everybody give the same answer. But then in general, we can discuss. What do you think? Alauddin was an able and successful ruler?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, right? You all think he was able and successful ruler. Now, how are you going to justify his abilities? We had just done a answer before where we mentioned why he was an able and efficient ruler. Remember?
yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, he expanded the territory till he expanded the territory.
Yes.
Ma'am, she said he expanded the territory.
Very good. He just because he expanded the territories. And what
And
else?
just not he extended his territory, but he defends his own capital also.
Yes, yes, very good. What else? Only these two things?
Ma'am, he was ever ready.
He
for
was
the
also known
attack.
Ever ready for the wars? Very good.
He kept a
He was
really good
also
military.
known for a good market control.
Well, yes, yes.
He built the
Bhavya said
Darwaza.
he had made lots of military reforms, and Simran said something related to market, right?
Yes, ma'am. He was also known for market control measures.
Yes, for market controlling. Very good.
He changed
Art
many
and
administrative reforms.
Yes, he had brought up different administrative reforms, and he also did not allow anybody else to interfere whatever reforms changes he's making. He want everybody to follow those changes, isn't
He
it?
patronized art and learning.
Yes, he
He
even
built
patronized art and learning. Okay. So, what additional information do you gain from watching? The video is not there. Okay, was the video? Okay.
There is no video here.
Yeah, I know that.